Meditation 101. So, real quick, let's go over some techniques that y'all can use to meditate, to empty your mind. So the first question is, what is meditation? Meditation is, so most people think that meditation is you emptying your mind and you not thinking of anything, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Meditation actually is focused upon one thing. It's impossible for you to not think of anything. Now, you trying to not think of something, and you trying to think of nothingness, that is a technique of meditation, but you never get there. You can use that technique to dig deeper into your subconscious mind, but this is meditation 101. So the first thing you need to learn to do before trying to empty your mind is focus on one thing. So when you're talking about the astral world or the spirit world or whatever, you're referring to your five senses outside of your five senses, or some people call them your sixth sense. When you close your eyes and you think of somebody talking to you, where is that sound coming from? Or if you think of you feeling on something, you can feel it, but you're not actually feeling it. Use these to really get you in the zone. You can also use your five senses to ground you after your meditation. So, for example, with every one of your senses, say for sight, you imagine that you're looking at something and see it in as much detail as possible for 5 minutes, and then switch to the next sense. Imagine that you're laying down in grass and in paradise, and you rubbing on the grass, you feeling on it. Imagine that feeling. You know what I'm saying? You can probably just imagine it just by doing it. These wake up, these hidden senses. They wake, or they're not hidden, they're dormant and they're atrophied. They'll wake them up, exercising them like it's a muscle, and eventually they will become strong enough for you to close your eyes and go into another place. So, imagine that you're hearing the sound. Imagine that you're, and just keep doing this. Do this one, do this every day, 5-10 minutes. But also, after you meditate, it's important to ground yourself. It's very important to ground yourself, or you might have meditated for no reason. Or it's going to be chaotic once you do come back, because you're back in your regular waking life, but your head and feet are still in the clouds. So ground yourself by, some people can do, prefer to do exercises, breath exercises, qigong. You can look that up, certain yoga help. But the best way to ground yourself, besides just sitting on the ground, is to take your five senses and acknowledge and point out what they're interacting with in the real world. So after you do that, after you do what I just told you about, your five senses in meditation, you come back in your waking life, and then you'll feel on your pants. Take in the smell of the air. What taste is in your mouth? You know what I'm saying? What are you seeing? Acknowledge this. You can even say it out loud. You will bring a sense of awareness to where you are. And you can actually use that throughout the day. Whenever your mind seems jumbled and, you feel like you can't calm your mind and you can't focus and do what you need to do, it's because you're not grounded. So engage all of your senses in the real world after you do them, in the waking world after you do it, in the physical, I mean, in the dream world or in the astral realm. But that's just one way. But I encourage y'all to try this. Try this once a day for the next 2 weeks, and then get at me and let me know how this shit goes. Also, I hope y'all been following my advice when it comes to the acupressure points that I was talking about in my video about seeing spirit with your physical eyesight. I hope y'all taking advantage of that. Me personally, I'm thinking about going to get acupuncture and asking for them to target those areas and see what that would do. You know what I'm saying? Because they say acupuncture actually opens you up and allows your body to turn back into the healing vessel that it's supposed to be, because it releases you from a lot of the stress and tension that we cause upon ourselves. So yeah, man, I just wanted to come and give y'all a video. I'm in a new spot. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I am, but I'm out of town. Niggas, I don't care. I'm in DC. Shit, I'm in DC. God damn it. I'm in the goddamn. I done went to a couple of quote unquote dispensaries. They not real dispensaries because they not allowed to sell the weed up there, but it is legal. So you can go into a store. Like, we went into a store and bought a succulent, like a plant. And then we bought that motherfucker for $70 or $65, and then they gifted us the weed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shit been cool, man. Just want to go on and spread some positive energy y'all's way. But yeah, like I said, go and do that shit. Let me know how it goes. Keep meditating. Stay focused today. Stay grounded today. You know what I'm saying? Stay aware of your surroundings all day today. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you out here in nature and you be outside at night. Stay grounded. Shout out to y'all that's doing that. Stay grounded, because but there are negative elementals out here. So be aware. Don't be following no weird motherfucking sounds just because they sound weird. Yes, you could end up in some magical fairyland, but you could also end up in a fucking torture hellfire fairyland too. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't advise doing that. But y'all have a good day. More gems always, but